I will run, I will climb, I will soar. I'm undefeated.
Welcome, Libra, to Finding Pound Tarot 1111. Today we're going to do your love reading from September 14th to the 21st. This will be for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Libra. Please take the messages that resonate with you, claim them for yourself, toss the universe what does not. It's not meant for you, and that's okay. Check your other Moon, Rising, and Venus placements and the videos that correspond with that to get some more intuitive guidance if you don't find it here. Remember, time and energy is fluent, so whenever you're directed to the reading, it's the right time for you. That being said, I am going to use a singing bowl here. As I do so, I ask you to take that deep breath in. Exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so. It's going to help balance your energy, set your intentions, and prepare you for the messages of the reading. If you are new or returning to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have all of you. Thank you so much for the likes, shares, and subscriptions. It means so much to me to see the channel growing. Also helps me to know the messages are resonating, so it's huge. So thank you very much. All right, Libra, without further ado, let's get going. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Alright, Libra, so like last week in the weeklies, I kind of did the same thing with the love readings this week. Let me know if you like them or if you find this energy doesn't work for you, let me know. But let's start out with the tarot. So we got first out for the 14th energy, the Six of Wings, a rite of passage. This is your energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, kind of coming into this, I had in your meditation, I felt like there was two sides of this coin. I feel like part of you is ready to ascend, and part of you is like, not today. And I feel like part of you is, you know, you're going to make it with this rite of passage. You've definitely been enduring difficult times in regards to life and love. I feel like your challenge now is kind of to shake that energy off so that you can make the most out of the energy that's coming for you soon, okay? So you're going to need to change your beliefs about yourself. Realize that you are in a now much better position to welcome in a partner than maybe you were prior. You're more discerning to make better choices here as well. Things are going to look up, Libra, and I feel like once you give yourself permission to have a little bit of fun and say, hey, you know what, I have weathered the storm. I should be enjoying this moment. What am I doing? Kind of focusing on everything else. Maybe a trip one night now, maybe just even to a bed and breakfast will do a world of good for you. And maybe for the single individuals, it could even lead you to a person that could turn out to be quite special in your life, Libra. We have that Spirit of Wands coming in. Now, this is a Leo energy for me. Now, this is the King of Wands. Again, for me, this is the heightened part of your spiritual journey. I feel like you're being encouraged here to keep moving forward, Libra, because you are mastering this part of your journey. You're being asked here to also share your wisdom and help others if they're coming to you, but you're really concentrating on trying to ascend to the next level here. Going into the 15th, we got the Queen of Wings, the Analyst, my, cut-a-bitch card, because this energy says to me, this could be a little bit shrewd in the intellect, in the way of thinking, and I feel like, Libra, to some degree, you've had to become a little bit shrewd in a situation. I feel like the qualities of honesty and directness, remember, they don't always require that sweet, sentimental, maybe and spiritual side of life to be avoided or persecuted, okay? Pent up bitterness may turn into malicious disregard for, other people's feelings, okay? Be careful. Loneliness does not turn into strength, into rigidity, tactlessness, or even that prudishness, okay? Do not venture further into a relationship if there is no humor. If they can't make you laugh, there's no mental stimulation, then don't even bother, right? Avoid getting involved in a relationship where one or both of you are trying to work on the other for their own good. That is not going to help, okay? You can't be doing that. You must face the fact that maybe you or your partner totally rejects this notion of positive change. And if that is the case, Libra, then you're better off alone to walk away from that energy. And it's in regards to love because there's that Two of Cups energy. So, this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but this is that union card. So when this comes out for me, this is definitely an indication that, maybe your wounds do need tending to, so emotional clarity can prevail here so that you can understand, what you need to do going forward. Into the 16th, we got that Indecision, that Eight of Wings coming in. This is your energy, Libra, but you're definitely in a state of, essentially, you can't, you're a crossroads between walking. I feel like this has been going on collectively, even for some time for you in a sense. But this is that decision regarding, maybe a potential partner or your relationship has to be made. You're trying to gather as much information, feelings. You're trying to process as many things as you can, but you can't decide. In this case, a lack of decision or even clarity can somehow benefit you in an odd way. Relax, just contemplate the whole picture. Again, just sit back and don't be trying to rush your decision into being. That's not going to work here. You need to just let the times of doubt and confusion about, outmoded, beliefs or people, just let them go. Be alert, but don't act immediately here as well. Pay attention to your gut instincts, Libra. And do remain, trying to seek that balance, and look for the answers within yourself, because I feel like they're already there. You're just back and forth. You're going around and around and around and around these emotional wounds, because I feel like in some way there's been a lot of them in terms of this one person, or just many relationships that have kind of built up to those suppressed emotions that you could be dealing with them. And this is saying you're going to have to work through those suppressing emotions, because it's going to lead to some deep inner turmoil if you don't. Now, this is the Spirit of Cups, which is, Scorpio energy in reverse. This is you're very much distrusting of others' motives right now. You don't believe in them and their intentions. You're very acting, you see people acting very suspicious, unpredictable reactions, and you're just, you're very much starting to emotionally withdraw and be disconnected here. Again, repressed emotions guide the story here. So, emotionally manipulative instead of outwardly clear of needs, because you're doing a tug of war inside your heart right now. The 17th offers the Queen of Shells. This is Cancer energy. This is the nurturing part of yourself, and I feel like you are again seeking that balance. You're trying to recover, you're trying to heal. You're trying to then you're bitter, and then you're going back and forth, and you have to understand that is part of your grief system. That's part of healing, okay? And I feel like, you may want to stop being each other's slave to bad habits here as well. I feel like, intuitive guidance, don't seek it from anybody else listen to your gut instincts, okay? I feel like you could be also meeting someone or dealing with someone that is playing the victim, hoping that they're going to be rescued from guilt, spiritual pride, egotism, whatever it is. Watch for that codependence or that enabling behavior in yourself, or, with someone you love, because you could tend to just want to help them and fix that situation. I feel like you need to adapt a harder shell right now, Libra, so that people aren't taking advantage of you. If you do get too close, you may not be able to distinguish your feelings and the need from those of someone near you, right? Because you're going to just morph yourself in them. Avoid people who kind of unreliable, wishy-washy, chronically late or unafraid, and unfaithful maybe to you or another. Remember, if they're not faithful to someone else, what makes them think they're going to be faithful to you, right? They're not. Their neediness is becoming a burden that will cause a heartbreak here, okay? Now we have that innocence of cups, that sort of Don Juan energy walking in there. This energy is, you're being at the innocence of your emotional needs right now. You're being encouraged to spend some time again with your emotions, to learn here to connect with the vastness of them, the full array of them, and be okay with that. Mindfulness and curiosity is definitely going to help create some, balance here within your life that I feel like you were so searching for. Going into the 18th, we got that 5 of Wings, that feeling like you've been defeated here. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is that conflict that's going to stir things up here. Someone's coming again into, there's that back and forth, the bitterness, the rivals, and that healing. Again, be careful what you wish for, because you might actually get it and then realize you didn't want it to begin with, right? So you might be wishing and wishing and wishing this relationship will heal and you guys will stand the test of time. But in the end, if it does happen, you're going to be like, oh my God, there's so much baggage here. And so I'm not saying that it's not worth it, but I'm saying when it becomes to a point where there may be too much to fix. And I feel like that's what this energy is saying. It's going to leave you feeling a little bit defeated, right? Sometimes the win is not worth the price you're going to have to pay. So, you learn valuable lessons. You're surrendering, the defeat, but the process is taking its toll here. It is a very complicated situation. And I feel like there could be several people involved, family members, people everywhere sticking their nose. What I mean, there's a lot of baggage in this situation. The time of defeat is the best time to sow the seeds for future success here, Libra. So communicate your needs. Don't act, again, like the victim. Just get your thoughts out there, express them, and then they're going to be understood in a lot clearer way. Now you have the Death card out in reverse, that Scorpio energy again, but this is resisting that transformation that could be inevitable. And I feel like, is it possible that your resistance is keeping your energy stuck? And I feel like that's a given here with this energy, okay? Going into the 19th here, we have the Three of Gems. This is work hard, play hard as well. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. But this Three of Gems to me is a good indication that, romance or love is going to come for you. Absolutely. You're going to be blessed by that soon, I feel like. You're going to grow further. It's a good time to seek the advice, maybe of someone else as well, but you may end up working with a person that you love here, possibly in your own business as well. But I feel like someone's good, when you are least expecting love to walk into your life, that's when it's going to truly walk in. And I know everybody says that all the time, but it's true in this case. Look at that Justice card coming out. That's your energy, Libra. You're really balancing the scales. You've been searching for that balance for some time, and I feel like you haven't been able to get it. Now, you've been determined more than ever to acquire this balance. You have found it within yourself, and I feel like this is a beautiful energy. You're holding faith. The highest best that is for you is coming in. I feel like you have to trust the fairest outcome here is going to be provided. And even if it does not emotionally resonate with you right in this moment. So give yourself permission to allow your emotions to surface. Let them pass through and then release them. Stay grounded in a place of clarity, right? That's important. You choose to be centered so that logic and reason guide your direction with clear judgment, discernment, truth. You're actually beginning to take responsibility for your actions, not that you didn't before, but, you're choosing to see through the eyes of love, and that's going to impact you with positive growth and outward expansion. You need to trust the outcome will be victorious in the highest good of all, right? Now that Two of Roses coming out on the 20th, this is definitely the crossroads that I've been talking about. You come to that energy by the end of the week. You're finally going to push yourself to, one foot in, 1 foot out. This is a decision day, and something is going to have to be decided. You're in a position of power, though, with this energy, Libra. And I feel like you can break, or even take a relationship. But I feel like take a time out before you act. Planning is the more important thing here than action, okay? Contemplate where you are, where you've been, where you want to go, and with whom here, okay? So someone, may feel two ways about this, situation. Or you may even think that you're in love with two different people for some of you. But if that's you, don't decide this energy right now. I'm not saying keep them both on, the back burner, but I'm just saying, allow emotional clarity to prevail. The Nine of Wounds, or Nine of Wands, comes out here. The Nine of that heart, this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but this is saying that, when your energy is displaced, whether it's drained or worn, you can see the manifestations of this become in your physical form. So is your energy being wasted on things that you cannot change? I think the answer is possibly there, right? We've all been there, but you need to accept that some things aren't worth fighting for, right? Sometimes it's too much to wait. It doesn't say you can't go back in 6 months, years time. Sometimes it's best just to say, okay, this isn't our path today. Doesn't mean it's not our path later on down. The Sun card in reverse coming out. You're everything that you ever wanted is on the precipice here, but you're resistant to it because it may not be with whom you thought it was going to be with, and that's why you're so resistant, because you are determined to believe that you and this, and maybe you are, but again, maybe it's not today, maybe it's down the road, right? Okay, fulfillment is trying to come in for you. Remember your purpose here. 44. You came to Earth to learn how to love yourself and all that is, to achieve self-mastery, to explore conscious co-creation. Remember, heaven resides within your heart. Beautiful energy. And we have dream bigger, Libra, 25. Okay? Don't limit yourself with small picture goals because of insecurity or the fear of failure. Start building what you really want, and co-creators will follow. Exactly what I'm saying there, okay? Exactly. then that volcano, release what does not serve you, all that tension, all those suppressed emotions that you've been bearing down and not letting go of, because I feel like you can't let go of, you can't heal, because in this dynamic the energy is just bickering back and forth. You can't heal in that energy. You're not going to go forward when you're always creating that energy of animosity in your now. It's just not going to work, right? You have to release. Dolphin, listening, but are you really? So I feel like you're not, this is saying listen to what's inside of you. You already know. All the signs, synchronicities, they're all pointing you in the direction that you know you need to go. And that's up. Move on forward, right? But you can't, because you're too busy concentrating on the fact that you really do love this person. I'm not saying you don't, but sometimes love isn't enough, right? It's sometimes there is too much damage, and for sometimes love is going to prevail here. And I'm not saying for, but sometimes it's understanding what is best for you, and that maybe better love will come in, and your truest partner will, right? Rice, nourishment here. You got to remember to nourish your mind, body, and soul, so that you have the strength to keep fighting the fight, to keep going forward, to keep looking and searching for the best version of yourself and for the best version of your heart in a partner. So you're going to have to just remember who you are. And, remember that you don't have to deal with everybody's shit today, but you have to start to deal with your own shit today. Until next time, my friends, namaste.